Okie dokie. What's up, my people? It's your boy Hydro and the man, aka the Range Actor, aka we global, aka we here forever, aka back to back, aka.
Yeah.
Omini.
Yo.
I beg. What's your full name?
AKA. My name is Omini.
What's your full name?
Omini Aho. Okay, my name is actually Aho Omini.
Seriously?
Now my name is that Aho Omini. Yes, the third.
Wow.
Yes, that my actual name is that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Man, it's your boy Hydro for Shizo, aka the Range Actor, aka we global, aka we here forever, aka back to back, aka.
Yo, AKA.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with a very funny, spontaneous, enthusiastic,
Wow,
charismatic, and I say this with I don't say it because I'm trying to whine him or I'm trying to flatter him. That is who he is, and that is what he is, and that is what he represents. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the one and the only Aho Omini.
If you call it that, you put the third.
The third. I'm sorry. The third.
Yeah.
So, bro,
Yeah.
that's your real name.
Yeah, for real, that's mine. Actually, Chief did the front. Yeah, actually, Chief Aho Omini the third.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. I didn't know I've been hanging out with the chief.
Yes.
Okay, bro. Now your name Aho. It sounds like you're from Cameroon. Where are you from?
Actually, we live very close to Cameroon. I'm from Cross River.
Oh.
Yes, but we're very close to Cameroon. Like very close.
Are you from Boki?
No, I'm not Boki. I'm from Biase. I'm from a place called Akbet Central.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So we are the Obot Ukbet.
But you don't look like.
Yeah, I look Igbo. I know I look Igbo. So, and we're also very close to the Igbos. In fact, where I'm from, we're closer to Afikpo.
That's a boy.
Yes,
okay.
Than Calabar.
Oh.
It's closer to get to from my place to Afikpo than
to get to Calabar.
Can get to Calabar. That's the same state.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Yes. So it's just a. If you go river, get river, you will see people for Afikpo the other side.
Wow.
Yes, very close.
Wow. Okay, that's cool. So, bro, let's take it back.
And my mom is Igbo.
Oh, yes.
My father's mother was Igbo from Abia. My own mother is from Enugu State. Yes.
So I'm not wrong. You have that.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know.
People are sorry to say, but Igbo people are very, very enthusiastic.
Yes, hustling, very hustling. Yeah.
No matter whether they are on top, middle, or below, they're always
very, very firm.
That confidence.
True.
So, bro, let's take it back. Because people watching right now, they see you on TV, they see you on stage, they see you on posters all over the country. They don't even know anything about it. Maybe your guy, I don't even know. I just know say
it's deliberate.
There's one of my colleagues that's in the entertainment industry that's Omini.
Yeah.
I don't know where you came from. I don't know. Alien.
A lot of people don't know anything about me. A lot of people don't know anything about me.
That's why we're here.
It's very deliberate.
That's why we're here. That's why we're doing this. So, bro, tell us. Tell them. How was your childhood? How was growing up? Like, where did you grow up?
Okay.
Your siblings.
I grew up in a village called Akbet Central.
Okay.
Yes. In Cross River. Yes. So it was fun. I grew up in a farm. Yes.
So you know how to farm?
Yes. I was born in a farm and I grew up in the farm.
Wow.
Yes. So my father was a farmer. My mother was a farmer. So I grew up in a farm. It was fun because always playing around. There's always something to play around.
So you know how to make ridges.
No, we don't. We actually don't do those kind of farming. We had cocoa plantation, rubber plantation, ogbono.
Wow.
Yes, ogbono. Those are the things that we farm.
Long-term crops.
Yes. Those are long-term crops. So those are the things that we farmed.
Wow.
We had palm trees.
Okay.
Yeah, palm estate.
So, like, how many were you guys?
We're plenty. My father was everywhere.
My 2 wives?
No, not 2. My father had 4 wives. Yeah.
The way you say not 2, I just say, I say no, that's only 1.
My father had 4 wives.
No, but that's a real African man.
Shout out. Yeah.
That's a real African
Yes,
man.
yes,
That's how it's
yes,
supposed to be.
yes,
Polygamy.
yes.
That's how it's supposed to be. That's how
Right.
it's meant to be.
You know.
So, how about your siblings? Are you like the first?
No,
or-
I'm the last of the last.
Wow.
Yes.
Last of the last.
I'm the last of the last. My father had me in his old age.
Wait, out of the 4 wives, you're the last of the last.
Yes, the last of the last child.
Wahala, no too much.
You know. So
Wow.
it was fun.
Crazy.
It was
how,
really good.
So, how about your primary school?
I went to a nursery school in Akbet Central. I went to the secondary school there, and then I went to Unical.
Oh, you went to Unica. What
Yes.
course did you study?
Pole science.
Politician. So are you going to be running for?
Nah.
governor.
I can't do politics. It's too. I think I'm too emotional to be a politician.
Hmm.
Yes, I'm too. They will quick kill me. If I do politics. You know.
Wow, pole science. Science. So did you serve?
No, I did not. I actually left school and even graduate. I mean, I couldn't say this back in the day because from go back and finish up till this day. They still like go back, but I still I had to.
But you are who you are now.
Yeah. So for me, while I got bored in school at some point, so I left. But I've done like a diploma in basic presentation.
Okay.
I have a diploma in basic presentation from a Federal Institute of FRCN Training Institute, Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, Ikeja GRA. Yeah, Shogula. Yeah. So I have a diploma at that training school. I have a diploma there. I also have a certificate in screenwriting from Del York. I went to film school, did screenwriting. Have a certificate in that.
You're
too.
good now.
Yeah.
Most people don't have. Most people that have Gates is like school. Gates was a dropout. Mark Zuckerberg and the rest of them.
Yeah, but the quality of their basic education is.
But you have basic education.
Yes.
For you to finish secondary school, that's basic.
Yeah, it is.
You're good to go and you're doing good, bro.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I'll say you're doing good.
Yeah.
So, my bro, you said you went to FRCN, yes. FRCN and the rest of it. So, because I know you act too.
Yes, I do.
You act too, aside stand-up comedy.
Yes.
So how was it? Like growing up, did you know that you were funny?
Well, I didn't know. You know, you never know that you are actually funny until you begin to see reactions from people.
Mm-hmm.
So I started doing drama as a kid. You get aside from my nursery school days. I started doing drama in my nursery school, in church. Yes, I was acting in church. I was doing debates. I was doing quiz. All of those, performances. And I remember, even as a young, boy, when I was like maybe 7, we used to come together and create drama to perform. Maybe like when we're having like a bazaar program in church, or something like that. So we'll come together, we'll create drama. So I know that people always call me to contribute in the creation process. Elderly people, like people who were far older than me, they would always, give me a role to play, and then I'll come. And I noticed that my roles were always funny.
And once you start delivering it,
once I start doing, people start laughing. But it never came to my mind that I was going to be a comedian. And then we used to do yabbing. I don't know if we used to do you mess, Babangida mission writing, you mess, monkey wear coat, for our house now only one pant, then I first wake up for money the wear around. This guy, the shortest man for our village, if it's not for 10 leg, no go touch ground. You understand? Stuff like that. So
from there you went on.
Secondary school.
Anything in university? Like
yes, I did. At university, no, I wasn't in any drama group, but I was doing a lot of performances, miming music, and all that. And then small, university now you go also now.
Yeah.
Anyway, you just want to get extra money. So I started emceeing, birthdays for friends. And also, okay, food go there, come MC birthday, you go MC, that kind of thing, and then.
So how did you stumble into professional stand-up?
Okay, that was I've been doing stand-up on and off, but professionally I started in 2005.
Wow.
Yes, professionally. Before 2005, in fact, around 2003 or 4, thereabout, I used to see this guy on TV. His name is Moncals. Yes, I used to see.
Nigerian?
Yes, he's Nigerian.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to see him on TV. He used to be in Calabar then. And then I was like, somebody said, this guy live in Calabar. I was like, really? So I looked for him, and I was like, bros, if you do comedy, oh." He's like, you look funny already. You understand? So that was a kicker for me. And then I watched him. I saw him. He was more of a music comedian.
Okay.
Yeah, he was more of a music comedian. But when I saw him, I'd seen other guys do comedy like Ali, Bright, and the rest of them. But this was the guy who was closer to me than any of these other big guys that I know. So
So that was how it started.
that's how I started, 2005.
Can you because I'm an actor,
Yeah,
a comedian, definitely our trajectory and our stories is not going to be the same.
true.
Most of the challenges I faced as an actor, you might not necessarily face it as
A
a
comedian.
comedian. So what are
Yeah.
those little challenges you saw when you started in 2005 that you faced?
I think the biggest ones were availability of shows. Calabar is not like Lagos where you have
So
multiple places where you could perform. So it was just a small town. So there were no really shows like that. So it was difficult.
So
Shit, that's my phone. I beg, put them on. Joshua, let me carry.
Alpha,
Sorry,
you see the
just put them on
record?
silence. Thank you, Baba.
So-
Over, sorry.
So how did you keep up? Because that thing could easily have discouraged you or swayed you.
Okay,
from
so
your path.
the
How did you keep up?
I was really good. Okay, I'm very good. I started out being good. So I used to have shows not just in Calabar. So people would take me to Aba, to Owerri, to neighboring
states
states, to Yo. So I was always traveling around, that area
for sure.
for shows. Yeah, but for Calabar itself, there was no much.
I feel like till now,
Yeah.
Calabar is really-
It's even worse now. I suppose.
Wow.
So those are the challenges I had. When I started.
So when was that move? When was that time you said, "Man, damn it, I'm going to Lagos"?
So in fact, I'm not sure I planned on coming to Lagos. People moved me to come to Lagos. Yeah, because I didn't know anybody in Lagos. I'd never been to Lagos all my life, and the stories my mother was always telling about Lagos was like, Lagos. She doesn't like Lagos. Lagos is too rowdy. Lagos is too this. Lagos is too that. So I had that thing in my head. And Calabar is a very calm, peaceful place.
Yeah, very
Very
calm.
chill, So I'd always had that thing. Lagos. So when people like Sonny Neji were used to come to Calabar to do shows, and then when I perform, like this boy, you supposed the Lagos. So a lot of the big artists who come from Lagos, when they come and I happen to perform in the shows where they are, they be like, this guy, what do you do for here? You don't belong here. Supposed to Lagos. So that you suppose Lagos start ringing in my head. You suppose Lagos. I can't say, I want to go to Lagos. Nah. Like all of them they say suppose. Okay, none of them people say, okay, follow me, we'll go to Lagos. But when something, somebody's saying something to you repeatedly, it gets into your subconscious. You begin to worry about
You
it.
begin to manifest.
It begins to manifest on its own. So I was like, okay, I need to come to this Lagos.
So how did you come?
So I used to have this guy they used to be our tenant. Yeah, they used to be our tenant. His name is Oboli.
Okay.
Yeah, they used to be our tenant. He had been to Lagos. His mother was in Lagos, but his father was a police officer in mine. So he was, policemen, they're always moving now.
Yeah.
So he was like, come Lagos now. Go my cousin, their side, may you day.
Where is that?
That was Ketu. The Alakpere police station in
Yes.
Ketu, yeah.
I like that.
So it's like, go now, go meet Wami, maybe you day with them. So but when I came, unfortunately, the day I landed Lagos, I didn't know that the people I was supposed to stay with had left Lagos.
To where? Like they left some few months to that.
No, not few months, maybe like a day or two
What?
before I got to Lagos. And I didn't know I was already in Lagos. So I made a new friend that night. You see,
So you went to the house, you didn't see them. They
yes, so
told
the
that
address
they
they gave me, so they gave me the number and I was trying to reach the number, it wasn't connecting. So when I got to the address, somebody now told me, oh, this they just park, they just come out. You understand? So and how to reach them? It was already late because I got to Lagos around maybe like 9 p.m. thereabout. So I had to make a new friend. You see people with the smoky boy, they respect them more. Now one boy smoke Igbo, now he just see me. The boy just say, come stay now. My brother, they out. I don't know how they call it. He's a mobile police officer. He was on like an outside post or something.
Yeah.
So the guy said, his brother had not been around for months. That's why I followed that guy deal for like 1 week. If I now, make calls, and I got one of my friends came to Aja here. That time Aja never be like this. So
I just be bush, abi?
Bro, before you go reach VGC, the bush where you go pass.
What?
Came to Aja.
The same Aja here.
The same Aja like this. Thomas Estate here, and I would even come that time. If you see the bush.
Oh, the name was still Thomas Estate now.
It wasn't. I'm not sure it was Thomas Estate, but I know it's that.
Now Thomas Estate be that.
If you see bush, my brother.
So you came to Lagos. How did you start your journey into mainstream comedy? Because I know, say, if you just come, like me, when I come, I don't know anybody for the act. I don't know any actor. I don't know any audition. So how did you start? Okay, let me meet this person. This person will carry me go with this person and this show and this show and this show.
So, okay, when I came to Lagos, it was a different ball game entirely. Like, okay, it's a different life. I didn't have any relationship with any big comedian. I didn't know any like mainstream comedian.
Yes.
I didn't know any of them. So I think the only mainstream comedian I knew was MC Basketmouth. He's now MC Miracle.
Yeah, that sings.
Yeah, in fact, he was also what did you do? Come Lagos. So when I came, he now told me to come to OJ's. That's the first place I performed. In Surulere, OJ's. So when I went there that night, I think it was on a Friday night. I think I was scared. I don't know. I wasn't. I saw OJ's then used to be a hub where you see all the top Nollywood actors every Friday.
Yes, I heard of that place.
Yes, OJ's. So when I got on stage, I don't know what. I didn't like my performance. It wasn't really good. That kind of thing.
Is that what you feel, or the crowd felt that way?
Well, that's how I feel, because for me, as a comedian, when you're good on stage and when you're not. Unless you want to tell yourself a lie. When your performance is good. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because it's an instant reaction. You're seeing the audience. You can tell, like, okay, this joke go or go.
Yeah.
You get that kind of thing. So I didn't really feel myself. It wasn't good. And
did that deter you?
Now see there.
No, for a while.
It did not, but here's what happened that night. That's crazy. That was the night I met Gandoki. Yes, that's the night I met Gandoki. So crazy story, right? So when I had done, I came down from the stage. I was feeling bad, as a comedian. When you perform, where they go, you get what corner where they go there. So I just stood somewhere. So one guy used to call me Heavy Man. He used to be, I haven't seen him in a long time. His name is Heavy Man. He's, comedian too. He came to me and say, "Bros, they call you." I didn't know who, because when they call every senior comedian bros now, I didn't know who the bros was. So I followed him. As I was following him, somebody held my hand and said, "Brilliant." That was Aquila Njama. I don't know if you know Aquila Njama.
Is the person is related to John Njama?
Yes, that's John Njama's elder brother.
Okay.
Yes. He held my hand. I didn't know him at the time. Okay, I knew him because he was always on TV. He's a producer and all that. Held my hand. Like, brilliant. So I now followed the guy, and he led me to Gandoki. He was sitting at the corner, at the dark spot, smoking cigarette. You just call Lagos, Abi? I said, "Yes, bros." He said, "You did intelligent. You did intelligent. See, don't worry, I don't say if you feel like say your joke, but your joke, you did intelligent. Don't worry, give me your number." That was the first main comedian.
I said, "Give me your number."
Gandoki is a god in comedy.
Shout out to
So
Gandoki.
I love you,
Gandoki,
low spirit that I had, that I was feeling bad that my performance was not
Boost.
For a Gandoki to say you did brilliant. I like your performance, you did intelligent. Me, you just calling us up. Don't worry, I like your joke. I like it. No, you know, the others might make sense. Like they crack intelligent joke. They crack intelligent joke. You understand? So it lifted my spirit. I was like, wow, for the god of comedy to think that it was, there was something there. So that night I went home a little bit happy. Even though I know that I didn't really like my performance. Maybe he had, how he assessed my jokes and all that. So that was the first
Comedian
that I met. Then the next big comedian that I met was Benga Denka.
So you kept on going to OJs to perform?
Yes, I was going to OJs to perform now. And then at some point, now setting, and then I was, getting gigs, very little gigs here and there, So how I met some of these big.
Sorry. So when you came to Lagos, aside the comedy, were you doing any other thing?
No, I wasn't doing
any other thing.
No, I wasn't working. I've never worked all my life.
It was just that comedy. You said we die here.
Yes. Okay. Never done any other.
Why I'm asking is because a lot of us have
people take jobs. No, I never
say
did.
they worked. Why they were
No, I never worked.
Okay.
I never worked. I had support system back home.
Okay. No, it's cool.
If I broke, I feel just
there's nothing wrong with that.
You know, red.
Yeah, but now it's not like now you are Omini.
I never reached where I did go, but we're moving somewhere.
Where you used to be.
Yeah. So the next comedian that I met, based on your question, I have never gone to any big comedian. They always come to me. I just go somewhere, do my thing, and somebody be like, "Oh, the same way I met Kofi. I went somewhere, perform. Kofi came. This guy, I like you. They're brilliant. They're smart. I like you. Give me his number." So I met Benga Denka. I went to someone that gave me Benga Denka's number before. Who maintains road manager Destiny Onifade. I seen Benga Denka, but we didn't. It's just a conversation. He doesn't know me. He doesn't know what I'm capable of.
Yeah.
But so this St. Leo, they had a program. St. Leo Ikeja, they had a program. Yeah. So they had Benga Denka on the bill. Okay, Bakasi, Aki and Popo, Aki Akindele. These were the people. African China. They had these superstars on the bill. So the youth segment had a program that I was the MC. So when I was done there, my friend Sarge Omiri, Sarge said, "No be here you supposed to perform. Not there you supposed to perform."
Shout out to Sarge.
I swear to God. Sarge said, "Not there you supposed to perform. Your talent big pass here."
Your talent big pass the youth program.
Yes. And I say, but I won't tell them say I won't perform. I say, we'll go find way. So I walked up to one lady. I saw the lady coordinating, giving directives. So I went to her like, "Ma, I'm a comedian and I would love to perform." She was like, "Really?" She just held my hand. She took me to the late Patai Obile. I don't know if you know him. He's a veteran actor. So he took me to him. He was the MC. Patai Obile and I don't. He's a comedian. Then they used to call me headmaster. He's a comedian. Please introduce him. That was how the man introduced me. "Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Headmaster." I went on stage. Okay, Bakasi was seated. Benga Denka was seated. When I was performing was when Aki and Popo came in. Bro, it was chaos. The eruption everywhere.
When they came in?
Yeah, Aki and Popo. I paused. Because it had affected my performance now. So when they sat down, I now use Aki and Popo. Wire them.
Spontaneous.
Wire them.
Continuity.
So when I finished, I came down. I did I think maybe 4-5 minutes on stage. So when I came down, Sarge said, "Come." He just took me straight, say, "Wait, okay, Bakasi." So when I met him, bros, I hear you. Give me your number. That was when Okay Bakasi used to do artist night, different from the Friday night they used to do at OJ's.
Okay.
He used to do once in a month. Then he used to host in the industrial artist night, something like that back in the day at the OJ's. Okay, Bakasi used to be the host. They do something for OJ's. Come now. He now invited me, gave me his number. Benga Denka gave me his number. That's how I got on TV for Laugh Matters, Benga Denka's Laugh Matters. Do you understand?
Are you guys
journey? So now I'd met Okay Bakassi. Like I said, I didn't go to any of them. Like I've never gone to any comedian to say, bros, give me your number now. Because I feel like if you don't know me, you don't know me. I don't have to ask you for your number. But I would always hope that you see me perform.
So that I can.
Then you
show
can
what
now
I can do.
tell if it's like how I met Basket Mouth. One night, 2000 and I'd been seeing Basket Mouth, somebody I admire a lot. So 2000 and I think 11 or 12, thereabout. One evening, one Wednesday evening, I drove to what's it called? What's that place called now? Coco Lounge.
Where?
Somewhere in Yaba.
Okay.
I'm not sure it's still there anymore. It used to
Sorry.
be a
How many
comedy-
minutes now a day? Okay.
Okay. We'll go on, Abi.
Yeah, we're going.
So I went to Coco Lounge. They used to have like a comedy club there. So I saw comedians, they were greeting, bros, so the basket be that too. But I've been seeing him at shows, maybe when he
Seen
come,
you.
I'd performed, now big comedian now, he'll always not come when we will come and all that, So I just went to bros, I greet you. It was like, how fun now. I did see your work. Nice one.
For real?
Basket man, see, they see my work.
Voila.
Do you get like, inside my mind, like basket man, see, they see my work. Nice one. That means I must be doing something right.
Yeah.
You understand? And then he did something. He said, make I take your pin now. So in my mind, this brother want to discharge me. As that's counter attack.
Give me your pin.
Before I go ask for your number, maybe if you ask your number, so that I don't go ask. So he said, give me your pin now. In my mind, this brother, you want to discharge me. So I gave him my pin, went home that night. Around maybe 2 a.m. or thereabout, woke up to pee. I saw a request on my Blackberry. That time, that
Blackberry, yes, no.
That's some bright watcher request. That's been a mistake.
No, you give him pin. I take the mistake now.
So I accepted the request, slept. The next morning, I saw his message. Nice one. We did together. Basket man. So I'd met a lot of people like that. Senator, I'd met them. These are guys that they see me and they like, they see your work. Nice one. You do well. You understand? So why am I saying this is for young comedians, you don't have to chase anybody. Chase your performances, chase your career,
Be
chase
good at what you do.
So that's how I met these guys.
These people.
Yes.
Okay, so what was that performance, or what was that moment that took you to the next? That took you from that, because you said you know where you want to be now,
Yeah.
but you're not definitely where you used to be.
Definitely.
So where you are now as Omini, that we all know, that go for big shows, one of the big content creators in Nigeria. What was that moment that defined you getting here that you are now?
So I think it's just consistency. It's consistency.
Okay, let me rephrase, because if he's an actor, I would have said, what was that film that?
Yeah.
What was that show or that performance that just took you like, oh no, this guy is no longer here. This guy is now one of us.
I don't think it works like that for comedy. I don't think it works like that. You can't your career cannot be defined by just one show.
Okay.
It's difficult. Because comedy is something that's consistent. You have to keep it running. You can't say, oh, because you did well in this show. For music, you can drop one song and that's it. And then
there was one film.
An actor you can, but for comedy you can't say because you have one great performance. That one great performance can open up doors for you. But if you don't, you have to keep it going. He has to.
If you don't upgrade,
He has to keep running. So I can't say like, oh, this particular show, because since I came to Lagos, almost all the shows I've done well on stage. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for me, the performance that I've enjoyed the most is the one I did in Calabar 2006. Like, it was one of the most daring performance I've ever done.
Is that the Calabar Carnival?
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was one of the most daring performance I've ever done. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
But apart from that, I have done several performances. You can't just say, oh, this show now. I don't think it works like that for comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just say consistency.
You have to
let's
just
say,
keep it running.
and upgrade and
Yeah. You have to
Okay.
keep it running.
Okay. So are you on Flatmate?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
But I've done an appearance on Flat.
That's what I'm saying. I think I saw you on Flatmate
Yes,
once.
I have. Yes, I have done an
Okay.
appearance.
So
on
basketball
Flat.
reached out and all.
Yeah, so somebody called me and said, Basket said I should call you. A lady, I don't remember her name now. She called me one night, like, oh, Basket said I should call you. Are you available for so day? I was like, yeah, I'm available. I went, I did,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. And I see that you act now.
I,
You do one or
like
two
I said,
films.
I started as an actor.
As an actor.
I started as an actor. Even while I was in school, I used to go for acting auditions.
Okay.
Yes, I used to go for acting auditions.
Okay.
Even before I started doing stand-up comedy, I used to go for, professionally now, trying to get into Nollywood, go for acting auditions. I'd done a couple of, shots here and there
Okay.
back in the day. Yeah.
So if somebody calls you now for an acting job, but I see that most of your jobs are mostly cinema jobs. Why?
Now where did they call me with that?
Because I know they see you for
On
YouTube.
YouTube. Oh yeah, YouTube people that call me, I
The,
go act.
the YouTube is mostly your own stuff.
Yeah.
But most of the jobs you do are mostly cinema.
Yeah. I don't know how it happened, but I just noticed that most of the jobs that I do are cinema jobs and jobs that go to big streaming
Yeah,
platforms.
literally like Netflix and that.
Yeah. So I don't know why. In fact, I remember I've spoken to you about this before. Yeah, we've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
I don't know why people YouTube producers don't call me.
Maybe they feel
I never reach who I be now.
Nah, no,
Who I be?
you are many.
Who I be? Who I be?
They
So I really want to do YouTube films now. So you can't separate a comedian from being an actor. Yeah, you can't. Because we're always like, oh, have you left stand-up comedy? Are you now an actor? I'm like, no. To be a good comedian, you have to be a good actor. Because it's still acting. What we're doing on stage is acting.
Storytelling.
We're doing storytelling. We're presenting a monologue. Comedy is just basically monologue.
Yeah.
You understand? You're presenting a monologue, so you're telling a story. You're acting. You understand what I'm saying? It encompasses everything. You're a dancer. You're a teacher. A motivational speaker. Everything you have. That's comedy.
Yeah.
So you're acting. It's
Fine.
not different.
So, I want to ask you now, do you think there is clique in the comedy industry?
Yes, there's clique everywhere, and there's nothing wrong in that. I don't see anything wrong in people belonging to a clique.
Okay. So what clique are you?
Omini clique. Omini clique.
Okay. The time they said basketball and AY was having issues because of 30K. So which side were you on? Which person?
I don't give a fuck about both of their problems. I don't care. I don't care. In fact, I wish that the two of them would fight and give themselves injury so that we'll take over the comedy industry from them.
Oh my god.
I can't be in anybody's I can't say, oh, this person is wrong, or Basket is wrong, or AY is wrong, because I was not there. I don't know
what
happened between both of them. So it's two grown men.
So have you met AY before?
Yes, I do work with AY. I've worked with him several times.
So you work with AY too?
Yes, I have.
So who would you say you are closer to?
I'm closer to the person that gave me my last job.
And which is who?
AY gave me my last job, so I'm closer to him. If Basket give me my last job, I'll be closer to him. Yeah, sir. No, that's true now.
Okay.
Yes, now.
So, how do you handle the female fans now?
Female fans. I'm not a pretty boy. You understand what I mean? I'm not a pretty boy, but I'm addictive.
But you're not bad now.
Yeah, ladies say that.
You're not bad.
Yeah,
you're not bad looking.
Yeah, thank you. So female, for comedy, we don't get that how do I put it now?
female.
No, the female love comedians.
Yes,
Come
that's
on,
what I'm saying.
but they don't show it as much as they show for musicians.
Or actors.
So the fans that show me much love now from the acting side.
Okay.
Oh, I love your movie. Oh, but when they're saying you're funny, it's different. Like, "Ah, you're so funny. Oh my god." You understand? There's no much blush. There's not much for the comedy side, but for acting side, they can get all emotional and all that.
Okay. So have you worked with Dex Talker before?
It's my guy. The stalker. We started. We've known for more than 15, 16 years. It's my friend.
Wow.
Yes, it's my guy.
Okay. Like, can you give me like your top 5 comedians that you're feeling at the moment right now? I know that your colleagues understand, but
So
when you feel it's okay, they like this guy. Well,
top 5 is pretty
large.
no, like, okay, what I say,
Is it small?
no, not
Top
that
10?
small, no, not that small. I'm looking at okay, who there's Ovi Godwin, there's if you worry boy, I'm looking at the young guys. There's Phage, there's Joshua King, there's I'm not trying to look at I'm looking at the
senior
young
man.
boys I'm seeing now. Some of them names they come off my head. There's okay, I haven't seen him perform in a while.
I like Monica.
Yeah, Monica is good. Yeah, he's good. He's a very spontaneous
I like
guy.
Monica. He's my guy.
He's good. No, my guy too. I like him. I'm mentioning guys that I've seen in like now, like in very recent time perform.
Okay.
Yeah, Phage, Ovi Godwin.
Phage is the guy with backpack, abi?
Phage.
Is that Benin guy that likes carrying back?
No, Phage.
Okay.
Phage. He's a young chap.
Okay.
Brilliant guy. Some of their names they come off my head. Yeah,
It's cool. So, one word of advice to somebody watching you, whether an aspiring comedian or an aspiring actor, just one word for the person watching you.
which one would I want to give the person now?
Just one word of encouragement, like
don't start. Don't start. See, it's not always going to be rosy. Like I like watching people's story. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
I like to go and okay, this person is successful. What are the challenges this person passed through? Because you see in this career, you could be like this, and then before you know, you are like this. Even when you're not doing the wrong thing. Even when you're doing everything right, you could still go down. I think that's how life is. I just feel that's how life is. But you just have to walk again. You just have to keep come back and keep going.
So the word is just keep going.
Just keep going.
Okay, so what are we expecting from you 2025?
Pregnancy. I want to get somebody pregnant in 2025.
Omini,
I want to get somebody's daughter pregnant in 2025.
So you're not married?
I'm not yet married.
But you have women?
Yes, of course. I would always have women. Unless
You have a serious girlfriend?
unless my priest stopped to work.
You have a serious girlfriend?
Right now, no.
Okay.
I used to have, but we broke up.
She broke your heart.
No, woman never did break my heart.
She caught you cheating.
No woman never ever catch me cheat before. No, you go hard though for woman to catch me cheat. I go hard.
So what's up with your content creation? Because I see that you have some stuff up on your YouTube.
Yeah.
Content creation is different from stand-up.
Yes, it is.
So
It is.
which do you think is harder?
Stand-up is the most difficult form of art.
Wow.
Like Mel Brooks said, he said, dying is easy, comedy is hard. Stand-up is death. It's fucking hard. That's why you see, sometimes you could see a comedian come out and they are all hot fire, brimstone, and the next 3 years you see that same comedian perform, be like, "Ah, what happened to this guy?" Stand up is hard, very hard. It's harder than how I'm explaining it or I'm saying it, because it takes a lot. You have to get into the minds of people. You have to. It's emotional. It's very sad. Stand up is hard.
So you're saying it's harder than content creation?
It's harder than all form of art.
Because I've seen some content guys go on stage and they don't really do well like that.
Yes.
People just be like,
yes, 2-3 minutes, and then you be like, "Baba, come off for stage now. We don't see you. Thank you."
but I've seen many
What's your
stand-up guys come into content and still do well.
That's why I said, to be a good stand-up comedian, you have to be a good actor. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You are an actor already, because as when you're on stage as a stand-up comedian, you present all forms of emotion, laughter. There are stories you are telling. You mimic somebody who's crying.
Yes.
There are stories you're telling, you mimic somebody who's laughing. There are stories you are telling, you mimic a child. There are stories you're telling, you mimic a grandparent. There are stories you are telling, as a man, you mimic a woman. There are stories you are telling, you mimic a doctor, you mimic a policeman, you mimic an electrician. So stand up, you mimic everybody. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
You mimic everybody as a stand-up comedian performing on stage.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
But for acting, which is content creation, content creation is a smaller version of acting, because it's not like a professional form of acting.
Yes.
Acting, you understand what I'm saying? So you are a part of an art. For stand-up comedy, you are the art. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
You are the art. So you it's like stage play, but one person performing as everybody.
Wow. This is very, very insightful, though.
You get what I'm saying?
Very, very insightful.
Is stand-up comedy is unexplainable, unexplainably hard.
So can you name some of the big shows that you've performed in?
I've done big shows. Let me call my shows: No Hate Speech 1, Shame on Me 2. Those are the big shows I've performed.
So those are your own personal shows?
Yes.
When was the last edition?
2023.
So when are we expecting a new one?
2025.
Inshallah.
So I don't do shows every year. I take time to, if I do one, because I did my first special into, and I do comedy specials.
Okay.
Which is different from the other. So if you see my shows, you see that you only see me on my bill, because it's a one-man show. It's a comedy special that I do. So I don't do the show where you have I have Hydra on my bill, I have this person on my bill, I have that person. No, I don't do this kind of shows. I do one-man show. I do comedy specials.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the ones you prepare and maybe you come and do 30 minutes, 40 minutes, or 1 hour on stage.
Yes.
Yeah, those are the kind of shows that I do. Yes.
So we'll be expecting one this year.
So I'm doing, that's why I can't do every year, because where you want to see these jokes from? You know, so
You have to gather them.
there's no, I don't think there's any comedian anywhere in the world that does special every year. I don't think I've seen any.
Okay. Omini, how far our film now?
Hydra, we go shoot them. You like the script?
No, he sent me a script. See, today I never.
You like the
never
script?
shoot
Let me write down now.
I know
Don't
now.
you know me write down?
And then you said we go shoot.
We go shoot that.
Just now, so we'll never shoot.
We go shoot that script. We go shoot them. The script they come out. You know, you come studio now.
I come now.
You see script we pile up for the office there.
I see the office don't do that. What did they happen? You know, easy.
You know, so we're trying to build up. We're trying to build up our own film company.
Making sense.
Yeah, because this is what people do abroad. You see the likes of Cat Williams are buying up places to turn into a film studio. These are comedians. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Chris Rock is producing his films. Kevin Hart, they're producing their films. So we as Nigerian comedians too, you know, yeah, our comedians started producing film back in the day, but at some point it stopped. But thankfully now again, likes of AY, Bovy, they are making their films, and so we too we are coming.
No doubt.
Yes, we are coming.
One step at a time.
Yes, so one step at a time.
No doubt.
Inshallah, we are coming to cinema.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so our own produced by us.
Definitely.
We are coming.
Definitely. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Yo,
I just had the privilege of sitting down with,
my mom.
one of the hottest in the game right now.
That's what it is.
Omini the third.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Omini, thank you for coming.
Bless up, bro.
Thank you for coming on.
Bless
my
up,
show.
my
I
man.
appreciate you.
Hydra, the range actor.
Stop playing.
The
We're global now.
guy with the hot. Hydra, now you the hot now.
Not me.
Yes, now. This guy just come. You just come. When you even come Lagos?
You see, that's the problem. People don't even know my story.
Yeah, when you come Lagos,
I came to
Hydra.
Lagos 10 years ago, 2015.
Oh, nice.
And definitely I've been on the ground trying to hustle roles, but nobody gave a hoot about.
Yeah.
But I just said I entered mainstream Nollywood 2023, like 2 years ago.
Nice.
So
nice.
since then,
But you the hot, oh, Hydra. No jokes, so.
bro, no,
I don't
they
see
whine me.
plenty of your film.
they whine
One
me.
day I went to YouTube. I just said this Hydra boy said. Make I see who Hydra. I just type. As I type HY, YouTube just complete a Hydra. Man, I just see film, see poster. Poster.
No, but at least since 2023 till now, I've done like 150 films.
What?
Yeah, no doubt. I just came back from Ekpe yesterday with Sada Pampa.
What?
Yeah. So,
Oh, Said.
yeah.
My man Said.
Came back from Ekpe yesterday. That place is mad. That place is a jungle.
In a jungle.
Kenoma Film Village. I have a post up where I documented.
Wow,
the
150
place.
films.
Yeah, if not more than, but the one with my brain they tell me like 150.
Oh boy.
Yes. Yes, and some are not yet. I have like almost 40, 30 not out yet.
Nollywood, we need to reduce this thing.
I bet I not reduce. Pay me money. I need my body.
No, but if we reduce them, if we do better productions, you don't have to do so many films.
Before they can know you, Abi.
Yes. You don't have to do so many films.
When I saw it be
150 films.
Yes.
I don't pray to do a lot of films like that.
2023, I did like 60 something, and I did more last year. I've not counted last year's film. Or 2023, I did like 60.
Wait, Hydra, hold on. Wait, Hydra, hold on.
Bro, you know people I don't work with.
2020, you've done.
2023, I counted that one. I did like 61 or 62 films.
Okay, I'm coming. So you've done about 150 films.
Yes. That is okay. Let me just say 130, 140. Maybe
Asaba, when I do this one.
I know we have Asaba Lagos.
Lagos don't turn
No,
Asaba.
only 2 films I don't shoot for Asaba.
I've never shot in Asaba.
Only
You've
2
called me
films I
several times and fear no let me go.
No, I've been to Asaba. Like I was there last year.
I have to go. I have to go and film in
like
Asaba.
I've done like 2 films in Asaba. 3 basically. I did 1 cinema job in Asaba. That one will be, and that one I know they count on like film Black December.
150 films.
Yeah, if I settle down count, it go reach. Because I went to Kano last year. I did like 5 before I came back.
What?
Yes, 5 or 4.
How long they take shoot these films?
4 days now. Before 4 days,
Bro.
so I stayed in Kano like 2 weeks.
Wait, one full length, 4 days. Are we in the same industry, right, Dra?
Check them now. All the old ones where your top guys, Morrison, all of them, not before 4 days.
But maybe now because I know they do YouTube films.
Now the thing now, cinema they take like 1 month, 2 months now to shoot. We now.
The last film where I shoot, I was on set for about 10 days. No be me be lead actor.
And a cinema.
No be me be lead actor.
That's what cinema.
I was on set for about 10 days.
No, like even get when they make a no cast, man, no cast, make YouTube. No cast. But 4 days is the standard.
Even I did a film
and it
in
comes
Abuja.
out well now.
Yeah, I know.
Film,
I did a film in Abuja. December, right? Now December I go Abuja. Abi. We should have film. Yeah, I did a film in Abuja. I was not the lead actor. I shot for 5 days. I'm not the lead actor. And they shot that film for like maybe like 3 weeks or there. Yes, it is.
And a cinema now.
I need to abeg YouTube. I can act on the spot. I did the call out. YouTube now. YouTube. I'm ready. YouTube, call me.
Omini.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for having me.
Bless you.
Yes,
so ladies and gentlemen, you just finished watching the one and only Omini Akko.
Yeah.
Right now, it's your boy Hydra and the man, aka the range actor. And I'm gonna say thank you for watching. Keep watching, subscribe, comment, share, and do what you gotta do. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. Peace out, your boy Hydra for shizzle, man.